I'm sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. Sick to a point where I can't watch the horrors that keep unfolding in Gaza. Why isn't the Western world screaming out loud, stop this carnage, stop this genocide? Why isn't our parliament demanding a ceasefire and holding Israel to account for its cruel and evil actions? On the contrary, with the approval and backing of many Western governments, military and financial support floods into Israel, an occupying state who determine Gaza's very destiny. They control all the borders on land, sea and in the air. They fundamentally control how much food each Gazan eats, the level of healthcare, who lives and dies, and ensures that the Gazan economy fails. This is why after the 7th of October attacks by Hamas, it was the Israeli state's decision and desire to cause maximum pain and suffering to the entire population of the tiny enclave, 25 miles long, 6 miles wide. 2.3 million people are going through unbelievable torments, using practices the whole world can only describe as barbaric, heinous, against the Geneva Convention, against the all decent UN protocols, a genocide. How can this happen? As well as all the documented death toll in Gaza of over 32,000, of which 14,000 are children and 11,000 are women. All men as young as 16 and as old as 80 are fair game for summary execution, torture, abuse and ridicule. Compare this to Ukraine, which is sad. In 2 years, 573 children have been killed. In Gaza, 14,000 have been killed in 5 months. Shame. These include documented cases of hundreds of Palestinian men stripped virtually naked, hands on head and left for hours in the rubble of Gaza, and who most probably left their dead and dying relatives behind as they were abused by the IOF, the Israeli occupation force. Many of these men have felt the torture of trying to protect their families with nothing. They can't defend, they can't shelter, they can't relocate. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the combined and continual bombing of Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool and Hull? Then no power, cut off from the world. Fridges, freezers, cookers, redundant. No chance of communication, no safe haven. Where do you go? Where do you hide? There are no red lines. Journalists, aid workers, hospital staff. There are no reins on this out-of-control, toxic state. So how can this happen, I ask you? Well, I'll tell you why, if you don't already know. Money, buying influence and power. But I'll just give you a couple of the Over 40% of Starmer's shadow cabinet have received a total of 250,000 from Trevor Chin, who is active in numerous pro-Israeli organisations, such as the Joint Israel Appeal. These are directly involved dashed at breakneck speed to support Israel in its genocidal campaign in Gaza. Would it surprise you that Sunak's family have significant interests in Infosys in Israel, an IT company which operate in the military special operations area and includes ex-Israeli special intelligence officers? Is this not an obvious conflict of interest? This is not all trivia, and why does it matter points of interest? This is why some people in authority and at senior governmental level don't seem to care. This is why normal protocols and humanitarian limits can be ignored without consequence. The challenge may seem daunting, but one that many in the higher echelons of power don't see is a changing landscape. The current Western power holders will not dominate forever. Thank you, South Africa, and many countries in South America, Brazil, Colombia, Bolivia, Chile, and many more who have condemned Israel's actions. You as an individual are powerful. We are powerful. In groups, in our thousands, in our millions, we are more powerful, especially if we act together. This is a long fight. It doesn't end this year or next. It ends when we can bring dignity, freedom, equality, peace, justice to all those in Palestine and Israel. Boycott, divestment and sanctions are working, but we must act together. After years of campaigning, Puma are ending their contract with the national football team and in Israel in their illegal settlements. We can do bigger things if we all act together. Starbucks share price dropped by 12% as people across the world turn their backs on them after their show of support from the IOF. McDonald's have just announced that they're buying back all their stores in Israel after the significant impact on their worldwide business after supporting the IOF. Greta are now reconsidering the planned opening of 40 stores in Israel. There are many more examples. If we do this together, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. I'm like a bird, I'll only fly away. I don't know where my soul is. I don't know where my home is. That I want to say.
I think that's an interrupted RF frequency.
Hello, it's very good to be here. Thank you for all being here. It's good that we've turned out every time Palestine Solidarity have called a demonstration or a boycott of Barclays. I want to pay particular tribute to the healthcare workers for Palestine. We're here today. They have held a vigil outside Hull Royal every week, Friday at 6:30 since October, to pay tribute to all the health workers who've been killed, massacred, tortured. So, solidarity to the healthcare workers for Palestine. 6 months on, we can see both the unlimited violence by Israel, but also we can see, as we are here today, the power of resistance against it. Israeli government, with the unstinting support of the US and British governments, has tried to annihilate the Palestinian resistance. Israel seeks to bomb and starve the people of Gaza to death and push out those left. But they have not overcome the fight back by Palestinians.
Yay!
Instead, they have detonated a global movement of many millions. And we will never forget, and we will never forgive the crimes of Zionism and imperialism. What is happening in Gaza is not some aberration of an otherwise successful global capitalist system. It is a symptom of a world of poverty, environmental destruction, racism, and class inequality. It has highlighted the lack of democracy in country after country, where people overwhelmingly back a ceasefire and Palestinian freedom, and yet the rulers back Israel. We are all Palestinians. Their fight is our fight. We fight together against the same barbarous system. Shout, we will never forget.
We will never forget.
And we will never forgive.
We will never forgive.
Free, free.
Palestine!
Free, free.
Palestine!
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, it's on. Having lived in Hull now for about 30 or so years, I've come to like the place, love the people, very proud to be part of Hull. Really, really proud yesterday to see a Hull vascular surgeon in Rafah just arrived there with a team of medics to help out. I just want to give our best wishes to that doctor and to wish him well. And for him to stay safe. We've got the health workers here. What is it? Over 400 healthcare workers have died in Palestine. They're desperately in need of people out there. He is so brave, so and yeah, I just wish him to stay safe.
I think that's it for speeches, guys. Thank you very much.
Palestine! Palestine! Palestine!
It's Wendy about the saw up there. Yeah, it's Wendy. Wendy's singing. No, different Wendy. Not Wendy Bennett. Oh, she's over there. Oh, yeah. Wendy, are you? Yeah. Yeah, and there's out of the gate. I might have a word with the and if you could organise something like I don't know of any. But I'm sure that because no, I don't know anybody at all. But I think worse back here and upstairs. Just as Israel. Okay, so
Yeah, it's a shame because
I think it's because of Ramadan. That's true, that's true. There's no one. Yeah, shame, yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah.
see you again. Okay, take care. We have
Let me know and I'll do my best. Tell them I did come, but yeah.
Where you parked? I was thinking of
Sorry.